better. It's getting better. How are you? You're muted there, Sonny. You've muted yourself.
No.
You're back. You're back. How are you, Sonny?
Not I'm good. I love the new intro, Lee. Well done.
Yeah, no, thank you. I was trying to find a rocky one, but there's no 30-second intro that does it right, because we have an extra special guest today for week 4 of Monday FUNDAY, former world champ Billy Schwer. How are you?
Let's get ready to rumble. Here we go. It's showtime on Monday morning. Coming at you. Let's go, as they say.
Yes, amazing. So is that first question actually? Is that the actual belt that you won?
Yes, that is and I've got one in the background as well. So I've got a couple of them, but that is the actual one that I won. That's the one that I lifted above my head when I was crowned the world champion. Yes.
Oh, fantastic. So for those people who don't know who Billy Schwer is, who is it?
I don't know. I was hoping you was going to tell me.
Yeah.
So I'm a former British, Commonwealth, European and world boxing champion. But now that's in my past. But now I'm a world leading personal performance coach and professional speaker. That's who I am now. And what I do is I transform middle-aged men. That's what I do.
Well, okay. The question that springs to mind then is how old do you need to be middle-aged?
40 plus.
Oh, I'm in.
You're in. And we go through the contents of my book. I wrote a book, and that's what we work through. About getting my guys to man up. So sorry, ladies. Don't be offended. I don't want to. It's a bit controversial, the name, but the women that have read this book, they love it. They love it. But I just use that word. It's a little bit controversial. And it's not what you think it is. To be a man, it's not about being aggressive, domineering, overpowering. It's not about that. It's not about being the fighter that you think you should be. You need to have a little elements of being a fighter, but you need so many other elements also. And that's what my program is all about. It's giving men an access to be truly themselves. Absence of any fear.
Wow. Amazing. No, so thanks for that, Billy. And thanks so much for joining us today. I'm well excited about this. So when myself, Sonny, and Emily dreamed up the concept of Monday FUNDAY, we were trawling through who potential guests and things. And I said, when I was looking through my LinkedIn feed, there was one person that was so energetic, that had so much life about them, that I thought we had to invite them, and unfortunately they weren't available today, so we had to only get in. So it was you, Billy. So
I didn't know you were a comedian as well.
Yeah.
So I tell them.
Yeah. So this is Monday FUNDAY. I've got 3 questions here that spell out the word fun. Tell us a fun fact about you, Billy.
A fun fact about me. Did you know I was going to be a movie star once upon a time? And a fun fact, I was in a film called The Mean Machine with legends Vinnie Jones, Jason Statham, Mark Egan, and Vaz Blackwood. Vaz Blackwood, the legendary Vaz Blackwood. So that was a possibility of a career for me, but it wasn't really for me. I had a little go. I was in the background and did a bit of extra work, so that was my limitation. I'll leave that to the experts.
Yeah, no, amazing. Sonny, do you have a fun fact about you? I forgot to ask you.
A fun fact? I've got so many. I was once in a movie called Funny Bones with Lee Evans and Oliver Reed and Jerry Lee Lewis, but I only had a little woman. And the movie never actually made it in cinema, I don't think. I don't even know if you can get it. But it was a experience.
Amazing.
So there you go, Lee. You didn't know that about me. Yeah.
I didn't know,
Lee, is do you wake up? We've got a delay, Lee.
Sonny. Say that again, Sonny. You broke up a little bit.
I want to know if Billy, does he wake up with this every day? Do you have this much energy every day, Billy, when you wake up?
Well, I'm very good.
Have I got a bad signal?
Yeah, we're connected. We got connection issues. But Sonny, no, Sonny, so what I do is I generate the energy within me. So most of the time I'm sort of more like just easy. It all depends on my day. So I can generate and cause myself to elevate my energy if required. So then a lot of the time I meditate most days. A lot of the time I rest, recuperate, regenerate, get my energy back. So when it's required, I can flick the switch and there it is. And I live a life that allows me to be this way of being, a 10 out of 10 life. I'm living a 10 out of 10 life. So that's what I have, and that's what's available, and that's what I share, because it's available for each and every one of us. 10 out of 10.
And people
so I think
that is that.
Go on, Sonny, you first.
Sorry, I think my signal's wrong, isn't it? There's not many people that can say that they can lead a 10 out of 10 life. So that's amazing.
So my question to those people, ask yourself today, right now, where are you on a scale of 0 to 10? Where are you? Place yourself somewhere. You don't have to tell us. So then wherever you are, I want you to, this is another question. What are you doing that's not allowing you to be a 10 out of 10? That's the question to ask yourself. It's a bit of a head question. What are you doing that's not allowing you to experience life as a 10 out of 10? Something to consider.
Yeah. I think
so many people
really
put up with it, don't they?
People survive. People are surviving and existing.
Really important that, Billy. I think really important that. Was there a moment in your life when because or have you always been like this, or was there a moment in your life when you thought, this is within me, I can do this?
Well, when I retired from being a professional boxer, I found a transition to be life in this so-called real world a very difficult one. So I went through an identity crisis. I suffered. The first 2 years of my retirement from boxing were the worst 2 years of my life. I went through depression. I wrecked my marriage, which ended up in divorce. It was in around 2008. I got caught in that financial crisis. I had 2 properties repossessed, one of them being my home. I had no money. I had no home. I had no future. I hit the bottom. I hit rock bottom. But this is like 18 or so years ago. And mental health wasn't really openly talked about as much as it is today. And I really suffered. I had a breakdown. I crashed and burned, and I hit rock bottom. And at some point, it was when I hit the bottom, it was then that I realized what I'm doing is not working. I need to change. So I looked at myself in the mirror, and I had that conversation with myself, and I found the courage to reach out and ask for help. So I got myself a coach, and I went to work on myself. I pulled myself to pieces to really discover who Billy was, because all of my life I've been Billy the boxer, and here I am now as a 31-year-old man. I'm just Billy, but I don't know who Billy is. So who Billy is before you right now is like a reinvention, a creation. I've connected with what it is that I really truly am, and what I want to do, and what I'm doing with my life. Because I've created a brand called Mental Boxing, because mental boxing is the internal battle that we have with ourselves. Can I? Can't I? Because I so doubted I'll be that good at anything ever again. So I've unraveled and dismantled myself to really get free to be myself, my true self. And that's my life quest is to give that away, because it's available for each and every one of us. If we're willing to do the work that's required to get free. I want everyone to be free. Free at last, free at last. Thank God, we are free at last. Who said that?
We've just had a comment come in, Billy, that says no one's a 10 out of 10 all of the time. What would you say? So I mean, I'm not giving the message justice. It says no one's a 10 all of the time. Not a realistic message. However, agree with the toolkit and approaches lots of just surviving mindset. You've got to have trauma to even get there. What would you say to somebody that says you can't be a 10 all the time?
Yeah, totally agree. Yes, you can't be a 10 all the time, but it's having the access and experiencing what a 10 is, because a 10 out of 10 is an inside job. It's not an external. You don't have to go externally to validate yourself being a 10, because 10 don't exist in the car, in the lifestyle, in the trappings of stuff. 10 out of 10 is not there. It's an inside job. So to be a 10 out of 10 continuously, you have to go in your life and clean it all up. So you can't be a 10 out of 10 every moment of every day, but I have different levels of 10 because I'm humbled and I'm satisfied and I'm happy. I'm not energetic like this 10 out of 10 all the time, but a lot of the time I'm a lot quieter. But you may not view that as a 10, but I'm still a 10 inside because I'm living a certain type of life, which I've figured out what works for me. So that allows me to go through the ups and the downs. And if I'm really tired, I'm not like this. If I'm tired physically, that knocks it out of me. So I have to be so careful of my energy. Yeah. And I generate it. So what was the other part of that question?
Yeah, so it was no one's a 10 all the time, not a realistic message. However, they do agree about the toolkit and the approaches. Lots of just surviving mindset. You got to have trauma to even get there.
Well, you don't have to have trauma. No, you don't have to have trauma to get there. But a lot of us we experience trauma and crisis for them to wake up. Because for some of us to wake up, we need a wake-up call. And it may be drama, it may be crisis, it may be trauma, it might be something which then gives us the ability to go, oh, well, I don't want this, I want something else. Because when you're surviving in life, you haven't got the reach to go, oh, because we're flat. A lot of us are flatlining through life. So there is more available if you're willing to go and do it. That's the bit. You've got to go and do the work. But lots of us are really clear about what we don't want. So we know that. But are we really clear about what it is that we do want, the life that we do want? That's available if you go to work and try to attain it. But it's not about even attaining it. It's the journey to getting somewhere. That's what has me be happy, fulfilled, and satisfied. Because I'm not perfect. My life is not perfect. But I'm happy, I'm fulfilled, and I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
And I'm 10 out of 10 today, right now, because that's all we've got right now, this moment.
Yeah, really, really powerful, really powerful. So what I really liked about what you said then is that people can really easily articulate what they don't want, but people really struggle with identifying what they do want. So how did you discover what you wanted to do and then have this passion for doing it?
Well, as the message that came in, I went through crisis. I suffered. I had a mental breakdown. I lost everything. I crashed and burned. I was on the floor, on the bottom, breaking down. And then that was a realization of, well, what had me be a champion in the ring was now having me fail outside. It's the paradox. Those winning attributes. I was aggressive, domineering. I was selfish. I was thoughtless. I was rah all the time. I was always right. Now that works in the fighting arena, but it doesn't work in life, in a marriage, in business. It just doesn't work. But unless you know how to be some other way, which I didn't know how to do, because my training from a very young age, from 8 years of age, my training was fight, defend, resist, confront, and attack. And that's who I was. But it wasn't until when I retired from boxing, I started to look at, okay, maybe I need to be some other way, because that way doesn't work. Yeah. That's when I realized I need to make some changes. And it wasn't an overnight thing. I've been working on myself for the last 18 or so years, discovering. I've peeled back all the layers of my identity to discover who I am.
Yeah, got you. No, thank you for that. Thank you for being so honest as well about your journey. So, Sonny, what are you saying?
Yeah. I'm going to say, so maybe the moment happening is, the world is having a really big reset, and there will be many people that have hit rock bottom, and this is the time. What advice would you give those people that are probably in the same situation that you were in? And they want to be a 10 out of 10, You know, and I presume the quick fix this.
Yes. So
Fighting the way out.
Focus on what you can control. What I've learned to do also, I just focus on what I can control. I can't control politics. I just can't do that amount of, I can't do it. And some people are making a huge difference in these times. Marcus Rashford, if you look at his story, what he's caused, tremendous. So he could really contribute to that specific need that he could meet. So what I try to do for people maybe is just really focus on what you can control, because where your focus goes, your energy flows. So where are you placing your energy? Where are you placing your attention? And what are you intending? Because what I do also, I watch the news, because the news generally is not very good. But I've trained myself to watch the news. And what I do when I experience people suffering in their hardship, it moves me. It moves me, and I go into gratitude, because I get grateful for the life that I've got and the life that I'm living, that the health that I'm very lucky that I'm healthy and well, which allows me then to contribute to others. So when I watch the news, I don't go into being a victim. We got to be we be the creator rather than being a victim of this time, because what's going on is whatever's going on. It just is what it is. So let's find a way through it, and let's focus on and creating a compelling future, which is difficult to really get your head around if you're focused on the now, or if you're focusing on over the last 6 months. If that's where your focus is, guess what? You're going to get more of it. So let's not focus on what we have or what we don't want. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what we do want. And then, listen, it's not easy. I know that, but you got to get out of your head into some future and create that. And then allow that future to unfold. Bring the future towards you and take the required actions. Look after yourself, your well-being, your mental, your physical, your nutritional fitness. Look out for all of that stuff so you can be in the best shape you can be moving forward, because you need to be a warrior in these times. That's my belief.
Yeah. I guess we all want to have. So this is Monday FUNDAY, and the reason why we started this is because we want people to have more fun. So what do you understand by fun, and what does Billy Schwer do for fun?
My fun is I love going to the gym. I love meditating. I love watching things. I love being moved by people. I love working with people and seeing their transformation and the results that they're getting for their lives. That's fun for me. So my life, I'm living that life. That's fun for me, because life, that's just the life that I'm living. It's gorgeous. I love my life. I love the future that I'm creating, and I love myself. I love myself as well, which I never used to do. I've cleaned my life up. I love myself. I'm a good man. I'm doing some great work, and I love the future that I'm creating. And I love that. So that has me feel a certain way in this present moment, because the future that I'm living into is a creative act. So that feeds back to me in this moment. So the future that I'm living into is feeding back to me right now, and I feel a 10 out of 10, because the work that I'm doing and the effort that I'm putting in, the results that I'm getting, they're working. And it's not perfect either. I've got troubles like everyone. But in the face of that, I show up a certain way, which allows me to deal with it.
Yeah, I love your energy and I love your passion completely, and that comes across in every time you speak and every time I see any videos for you as well. One thing actually, just before we hit the go live button today, and I saw the top that you were wearing, Billy. I thought it was a little bit see-through. I thought you had like see-through patches, but the closer you get, I realise it's not. I thought it was a very brave, very brave costume choice this morning, but I realised it's that.
You can't see me.
Yeah. Did you have a nickname at school, Billy?
Billy Boy.
Billy Boy.
Billy Boy.
Yeah. Who called you that?
Well, that's kind of what I'll get called now. So that was kind of, it's hung around for a little while, but that stayed with me now. Got you.
Okay, good stuff. So, because sometimes some people have crazy nicknames, but yours is not too creative, that is it?
No, it's very boring.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that to a former world champ.
It's very boring, but it will do. It will do. I'm happy with that.
It does the trick. It does the trick. It does the trick. So another question for you then: would you rather have no knees or no elbows?
No elbows.
Oh, why?
Because I like to run around.
Oh.
How would you eat?
I get fed. I get someone. I'd have staff to feed me.
a Billy Boy's Towers.
You don't do any boxing.
Yeah,
I take you don't do any boxing anymore. Then. You wouldn't be.
I definitely couldn't make a comeback.
No. What other would you rather question then? Would you rather give up social media for life or eat the same one meal for the rest of your life?
Give up social media. Eat the same meal every day.
Yeah. So what is it about social media that wouldn't?
Social media is what gives me life. This is life. Without this, what do I have? This is food. This is my nourishment. This is everything to me because it allowed me to reach and connect with so many people that I'd never be able to do before. And also from a business perspective, that's where I get all my business from social media. So without social media, I would be struggling.
Yeah, no, great answer. Why would you answer that, Sonny? Would you rather have the same meal or give up social media?
I'd rather give up social media because I can surround myself with people face to face, and that's what I like to do. I like to talk to people over the phone and actually meet people. So I'd rather change my meal every day.
Oh, no, interesting. Really interesting that actually. That you both got so different. So, Billy, what would your one meal a day be?
That's a tough one. That is. Well, the meal I've just had is porridge with banana in it, raisins in it, loads of nuts in it. So that's what I've just had. So maybe it'll have to be that one. But it will do. It will serve.
Yeah. No, perfect. What does the rest of the day have in store for you, Billy?
I've just had a coaching call. I'm now going to either meditate or go to the gym. I've got to shoot 4 videos, which I'd like to do today if possible. But again, when I shoot my videos, I like to be energized. So I might go to the gym, but then if I go to the gym, I might knacker myself out and might not be able to shoot the videos. So I have to balance my energy and look after my energy. So I've got videos to shoot. I've got calls to make. Just kind of normal day-to-day stuff. Yeah.
So one thing that intrigues me about you, you're a content making machine, aren't you? So every single day there's a new video that goes out. How do you get the inspiration and creativity?
It's difficult. It's a challenge. It's a challenge, and I've got some great people around me who support me with the content, the ideas. So I'm constantly looking for ideas all the time. And I've got a webinar tomorrow, my first webinar tomorrow. So I've got that going on. So I'm getting ready for that as well. I've got some stuff to do for that. So it's all exciting. There's lots going on.
Yeah, perfect. What does your day look like, Sonny?
Well, it's half term at the moment. So my children are off. So they've agreed to come into the office this afternoon and they want to make a TikTok video of fun boxes that we're sending out. So I don't know how it won't take an afternoon, but that's what's happening this afternoon. So yeah,
amazing. TikTok. Have you gone into TikTok yet, Billy?
I haven't got into TikTok yet. I could just about manage the ones that I'm doing. Lee, what are you doing? What's your day look like?
So I've got a number. I'm going to create a number of videos. I've got quite a bit of content to do today, and also I'm creating a new online course. So I'm doing a lot of recording for that. So I'm in the office today. The green screen is up just outside this door. So it'll be filming, creating content, and also creating my online course. It'll be out very soon. But yeah, thanks for that.
That's amazing.
Exciting.
To create an online course is a huge undertaking, right?
Yes. Yeah. No, it is complete. And this last 6 months have been a huge opportunity as well in kind of, we've had to pivot the whole business. And so the business now delivers online. As in the past, it was, we would go into businesses and deliver face to face. So we've actually identified a load of opportunity, which has sped. We've always had a vision of doing stuff online, but this has just sped it up so much. And now there's a real need and an appetite for it as well. So we've got to, while the market is there, we've got to try to satisfy that. So yeah, so that's my day. That is my day. Exciting times ahead, I think. Exciting times ahead. So
Lee.
Yeah. Go on, Sonny.
Lee, I'm just interested to know, will it replace your face to face, or will, when it comes back, do you think you'll stay?
Yeah, great question. So I think no. So the advantages of doing everything online is it'll never replace face to face, because I mean you can't beat connection in a room with people. But it's a far more cost effective solution for everybody. I can deliver. So I've got a course that I'm on a Friday at the minute, and I've got 9 participants, and there's 3 different countries involved in those 9 participants. So that wouldn't be able to happen face to face. So I guess it makes it accessible to more people, more countries. But yeah, it'll never replace actual face to face, because I love having a room of people. But it's not a bad second best at all. So Billy, if you had to give a couple of tips for people to have more fun on a Monday, what would they be? How could somebody have more fun on a Monday?
Choose. Win or lose, you choose. Choose to have more fun. Simple as that. Choose it. Choose to. I
love that. Yeah, perfect. Because you're dead right. It is a choice. No matter how difficult people think it is a choice. You are perfect. What about you, Sonny? Any top tip for being fun today on Rest of Monday?
Smiles and being kind to each other, I think. And then it will come back to you as well.
Yeah, I love that because it's so, both of those perspectives I think are really key. Actually, one's about you as a person and one's about other people, and I think that's what makes the world go around, is in the connection and relationships with everybody. Okay, so no, perfect. I just want to say thanks very much, Billy, for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. If people wanted to find out more about you, connect with you, where would they do it and what would they do?
They'll just find Billy Schwer. Just come and find me anywhere. Come on to LinkedIn, send me a message. Let's get hooked up.
Amazing. Thank you very much. So, Sonny, same time next week.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Apologies for my signal not being very good.
Yeah, put 50p in that meter for next week on your internet. So, and enjoy the rest of your weeks. Speak to you soon.
Bye. See ya.
Take care.